You think peace comes from adding things. More books, more routines, more answers. But the Tao teaches something different. Subtract. Let go. Less isn't lack. It's space. And inside that space, peace appears. Why are we so obsessed with accumulating? We endlessly accumulate information, fill every minute with tasks, chase possessions that promise to fill a void, and even hold on to old feelings, resentments, guilt. And, strangely, the more we accumulate, the emptier we feel. More anxious, more overwhelmed. It's like trying to fill a leaky bucket. No matter how much water you pour in, it always escapes. And the exhaustion of trying to fill the impossible, that pain is real, isn't it? That feeling that no matter how much you achieve, it's never enough? That the next goal will finally be the finish line for your happiness? What if I told you that the key to your serenity isn't in finding what you lack, but in releasing what holds you back? The Tao, in its ancient simplicity, whispers a radical truth. Fullness isn't about having more, but about being more with less. Less distraction, less weight, less unrealistic expectations, more presence, more authenticity, more life. Are you ready to shed the burden and discover the lightness of living? To take a deep breath and realize that the answer has always been within you, not out there in the next item on your list? The illusion of constant addition and the insatiable hunger of the ego. From the moment we are born, we are conditioned by this narrative of more. More toys, better grades, more followers, more money, more success. Look around you. We're taught to chase the next big goal, the next acquisition that will solve our problems, the next external validation that will make us feel complete. More work, more money, more recognition, more information, more options. And when we get it, the euphoria lasts only a short while, doesn't it? That new car, that long-awaited promotion, that social media recognition. How long did it truly keep you fulfilled? Soon, that almost imperceptible inner voice whispers, "What now? What's next? What am I still missing?" It's a vicious cycle of seeking and dissatisfaction, where happiness is always a horizon we never reach. We're stuck on a treadmill, running without getting anywhere, while life, real life, slips through our fingers. But what would happen if you simply stopped running? What if you questioned the very premise that happiness is always ahead? The Tao reminds us that water, in its simplicity and apparent weakness, shapes the hardest rock. It doesn't add force, it subtracts resistance patiently. In the same way, perhaps your relentless pursuit of more is actually crystallizing your anxieties. Each addition becomes another brick in a wall you build around yourself, blocking out the light. Have you ever wondered if the problem isn't what you lack, but what you insist on carrying? Those old thought patterns, the expectations of others, the comparisons that gnaw at you, the weight of an inauthentic life lived to please or impress. The power of letting go, Wu Wei, and the flow of life. The philosophy of Wu Wei in Taoism isn't about inactivity, about doing nothing. Quite the opposite. It's about action without excessive effort. Action that is in perfect harmony with the natural flow of things. It's like a rower who moves with the current, using their energy to guide, not to fight against a greater force. How much precious energy do you spend trying to control the uncontrollable? Trying to predict the future, replaying the past, or trying to mold reality to your will when it has its own paths? The burden of perfectionism, the need for external approval, the attachment to specific outcomes, the craving for recognition, all of this pulls us away not only from peace, but from who we truly are. It prevents us from connecting with our deepest intuition. What if your greatest strength came not from clinging tightly, but from letting go of what doesn't serve you? From trusting that by releasing control, life itself will guide you to where you need to be? Think of a tree in autumn. It doesn't try to be more leaf or more branch. It simply is in its essence. And in due season, with an innate wisdom, It sheds its old, withered leaves so that new ones can emerge in spring. It's a natural cycle of letting go to renew. It's an act of faith in life. Why do we humans so strongly resist letting go? Is it fear of the void? That uncomfortable space that arises when something that defined us is gone? But what if this void were in fact the space for your true essence to blossom? The fertile ground for new ideas, new purposes, new versions of yourself? The space for the spontaneity and genuine joy that overwhelm has suffocated, creating space for the essential and true abundance. When you simplify, you are not impoverishing your life. Quite the opposite. You are enriching it with what truly matters. Less clutter, less mess, means more physical space and, crucially, more mental space. Fewer unnecessary commitments, less saying yes when your soul screams no, mean more time for what truly nourishes your soul. Meaningful relationships, forgotten passions, moments of silence and introspection. Less external noise. Fewer notifications, fewer social media comparisons, fewer outside opinions, means more clarity to hear your own inner voice, the compass the Tao invites you to follow. The Taoist master says, the emptiness of a bowl makes it useful. It's not the clay that makes it useful, but the space, the hollow within it. So too is it with your life. What are you preventing from entering your life, true blessings, true joy, by being so full of superfluities, so filled with things that no longer serve you or never truly did? Imagine your mind not as a place to accumulate thoughts and information, but as a vast, clear sky. If it's always full of dense clouds of worry, endless to-do lists, past regrets, and constant external world noise, how will the sun of your true nature, your innate wisdom, shine through? By subtracting the excess, by clearing the sky of your mind, you allow the light to enter. You invite serenity to settle in, not as a fleeting visitor, but as a dwelling. And surprisingly, you discover that true abundance is not in what you acquire. It's not in the quantity of things you can display, but in what you reveal within yourself when you allow yourself to be less burdened. Wealth lies in freedom, in peace of mind, in the ability to be present. And that wealth, no one can take that from you. So here we are, at the crossroads of our search. True peace is not a goal to be achieved by adding more and more things to your life in a never-ending race that only exhausts you. It is a state to be revealed by subtracting what doesn't serve you, by detaching from what weighs you down, by releasing what prevents you from being light. It is the courage to say enough to overload, the profound wisdom to recognize that less is often the path to more. More presence in each moment, more clarity for your decisions, more authentic connection with yourself and the world, more genuine serenity that emanates from within. Your life doesn't need an addition. It needs a liberation from excess, from pressure, from conditioning. Look at what weighs you down, at what steals your energy and your peace. Are they recurring thoughts, habits that diminish you, possessions that trap you, relationships that drain you? What can you begin to let go of today? It's not about perfection. It's not about becoming a monk overnight. It's about intentionality. It's about taking a small step, a small subtraction, a small letting go each day. Take the first step towards lightness. Start emptying, start creating space, and see how infinitely you can fill yourself with what truly matters. Peace isn't hidden in something more. It's waiting in the space you create by living with less. If this video made you reflect deeply and feel a call to lightness, like it, comment "I restart" to manifest this intention and subscribe to the channel. This helps keep this vital message alive and reach more hearts that need a breather.